I am Sean S. Fitzgerald, and I write under my brand name SS Fitzgerald. I wanted to try something a little different and speak to you about my original idea, a fold to extinction, and how odd inspiration can be. I've said before I wrote a fold to extinction for myself. I'm humbled that it's done well and even won an award. Some of the inspiration I think is obvious, and those of you who read my influential author post, either in my newsletter or on my blog, will know some of that background. But today I wanted to share with you how deep inspiration can go and be mixed with different sources to create something unique. I was playing around with the idea of a fold to extinction in my mind for a while. I wanted a justifiable way to get dinosaurs into a modern setting. I didn't want to play with time travel in my novel, and I couldn't use genetics because I feel like that would have been plagiarizing a better idea. While mindlessly scrolling on my phone one night, I found this beautiful video. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it to share with you all, so I'll do my best to describe it. The video started with a close-up view of Earth. A song started, and the camera faded back, showing our solar system. Then the camera pulled back further, showing the expanse of our galaxy, and then a universe level. It was a great video to show how insignificant we are, yet also it was awe-inspiring. Now, this is where inspiration gets crazy. I immediately thought of Frank Herbert's Dune. In Dune, the mind-blowing technology powered by spice enables navigators to travel without moving, known as folding space. At the same time, as I'm thinking about this along with the video, is the song that's playing. The song playing in the video was 5 Hours by Dario. Forgive me if that's not how you pronounce his name. Only the first minute or so of the song was included, as it wasn't a very long video, but my mind immediately said, that's the engine's sound. From there, my mind started forming all the issues that would come with this. If we folded space and accidentally brought back pieces of another planet and life forms from another planet, what would that look like? So I formed Dr. Harding in the novel, and I had all the pieces set I needed to write the book. With that being said, I wanted to treat you all to a reading from A Fold to Extinction by me. In this scene, we are introduced to David, and for the first time in the novel, the sound of the Herbert engine. Enjoy. He knew how to tug their strings. If they thought he had something major, he just had to show he may look elsewhere, and they were finally willing to listen. Can't let the next superweapon belong to somebody else. Idiotic notions that this could only have military applications. They would not dare let Dr. Kirk go beyond theoretical experiments within the continental United States. The wisdom of cowards finally put the facility on a far-off Pacific island. No matter, he proved he was right, and they only used that as an excuse to push him aside. He proved he was right, and that should have been enough to justify every request he put out. More time, more resources, give him the greatest minds to pick from. Instead, he was assigned teams. His notes were scrutinized. His request for longer folds was denied to side with precaution. I made the greatest leap in human history, and they treated me like a kid who found his father's gun. So he would enact their greatest fears. He had no say in how his research would be used. They denied me the right to name the facility or the very engine I invented. So he would go to their boogeyman. He would take his mind and his proof and make his name known without the soon-forgotten American Empire. David Kirk opened his eyes again. He needed to gain control of the energy level again, and he needed to do it before whoever was on the surface finally got the gall to come down looking for him. But how? If they see too great a spike, they would simply use the scram button. As David delved into the recesses of his mind, the Herbert engine hummed along the massive tubular walls that surrounded him. the sound of high-speed particles calming down, not dissimilar to what one would experience if they took a large, flexible cord and swung it above their heads.